me what. There's not a verse in the Bible that says the earth is 6,000 years old.
Right?
And there isn't.
People believe that it's 6,000.
It said the earth was created in 7 days. Now, 7 days is up for debate. Is that man's days, God's days? I mean, so there's
I know that line. I know.
But my point is, you still, once again, you said something that was not accurate to the Bible. So all I'm saying, if you're going to question what I believe, you got to at least be accurate in what you're saying.
I don't believe in talking snakes. I don't believe that a man lived in the belly of a fish for 3 days.
Okay.
I don't believe in the earth is less than 10,000 years old. The earth is definitely 4.7.
You believe in gravity, right?
4.7 billion.
Do you believe in gravity?
Of course.
Can you see it?
Yes, I know how gravity
You can
works.
see gravity.
I know.
What about air? Can you see air?
I know how gravity works. I understand.
Can you see air? My point is, there's a lot of things that we can't necessarily see that are absolutes.
Absolutely. Well, where our body isn't evolved enough to see, our senses aren't enough to see those things. It's like China.
Do you know
So,
Newton-
we have
the only question I ask you about that is who told you that?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, who told
That's a
you
good
that?
question.
What are you filming this for?
No, but so when I tell you something, I'm not telling you Otis West opinion. I'm telling you something that's based on biblical scripture. All I'm saying is, what are you basing all your evidence on?
Science.
You're basing it on man.
But this, I'm a scientist. I work
Yeah.
The Bible was written by man.
Inspired
inspired by
by
the
God.
Holy Spirit.
And
That's
so,
right.
matter of fact, absolutely. Because let me tell you something. Because I'll tell you right now, just simple evidence. Do you realize the Bible had 33 different authors on 3 different continents? That was here. Now there's more than that. So this isn't just like the Associated Press. We're talking about on 3 different continents, several different generations. They told the exact same story. You can't get 2 people on 2 different streets to tell the exact same story that you told over a span of several thousand years. So was that a coincidence? If it is, it has to be the best coincidence on planet Earth that's ever taken place. Oh, my fault. Did I mention that there were several different languages that they actually interpreted it, and they all told the exact same story down to the detail?
Are you an ape? Do you come from an ape?
Heck no.
Well, I am, and I'm proud of it.
No, you're not. I don't see a tail on you, and I definitely don't see you swinging from a tree. And so let's just say evolution happened. What, did it decide to stop? So where's the middleman? So where's the middleman? You know, when people say that to me, that blows me away that you can believe that evolution happened and it just stopped. And that's logical, but yet everything else, anything that I'm telling you is illogical. Now I'm not going to get on you too hard because I understand this and I am passionate about this. And as a matter of fact, I am a youth pastor too. So we can do this all day.
I can tell you right now, I do not subscribe to the Bible.
I got that.
I reject all 5,000 man-made religions. There is not, I do not, and will never, ever subscribe to the Bible at all.
Okay.
At all. I'm a humanist. I believe in looking after everyone and treating people like I
So does the Bible.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what
The Bible
Jesus
believes the
taught.
same
Well,
thing.
I'm sure
Love
there's
your
lots of
enemies.
things there in the Bible that we would agree on as far as
I mean,
ethics.
from a moral standpoint.
Let me speak to now because you've said your part and I'll say my part. I will never subscribe to any man-made religion. I have happiness within. I'm more happy now as an atheist than I have ever before. I believe the power is within. I have found my power. I do not subscribe to any man-made religion because you only have to look at the psychological impact that's had on humanity.
I would agree with you. We actually agree on that.
So it's a combination of...
So when you say religion, so you consider me religious? I'm asking you, do you consider me religious?
Well, you would say that you're not religious because you have a personal relationship with Jesus.
I say I'm a Christian. So
He said, I will build my church.
Okay,
You
go ahead.
can, this is the thing, I know you believe it, and I know you're passionate about it. Of course, this bloke's carrying a cross around. That doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't mean what I believe is right. This is just my current understanding of the universe.
I got it.
That's fine.
My current understanding, because I'm evolving. I don't know. I'm not evolved enough to know the answers to the
What's your name? I told you my name. Oh, this is
My name is George.
Okay. Oh, come on, George.
My
Really?
name is George Perdikis. I did form the Newsboys, and I spent many years with the Newsboys, and I know the whole history of the Newsboys. I know what goes on within the Christian music industry.
So do
I know
I.
what goes
So do
on
I.
behind closed doors,
Yep.
and I've got heaps of stories that can expose many people.
You know, and I would agree with you.
I will never, ever subscribe to a oppressive belief system as any of the
I agree too.
I would agree.
You may not call yourself religion, but you have a loophole. I have a relationship with Jesus.
No, I don't have a loophole. I don't have a loophole. Loophole. What do I need a loophole?
That is your loophole to say that you're not religious. However,
No,
with this
religion.
debate-
Religion is defined as
let's just say,
Baptist, Methodist,
this
Catholic,
debate's been-
Islam. I mean, those are
This
religions.
debate's been going on for
Denominational.
centuries, and you and I aren't going to solve the problems of the universities.
Oh, that is a true statement.
But
stop
I
your
am,
worldview.
I am happy. My mission is to drag people out of the church, and I've been.
So
doing
is
that for a
mine.
long
That's my mission too.
No, my people.
And
is
you know how many
to-
people that sit in the church that are actually going to bust hell wide open? So, I mean,
Would you like to meet the scientist who is working on clocks?
The only scientists I subscribe to are the most well-renowned, most respectable scientists that have got all the credit and
Respected by
respect,
who, though?
all their peers in the science community. I don't listen to a scientist that hasn't got respect by
There's one in
their
Adelaide at the
peers.
university here.
I subscribe,
you know
I
that-
subscribe to the Neil deGrasse Tysons, all the heavyweights on
Isaac
the,
Newton? Isaac Newton?
Of course.
James Clerk Maxwell?
he was a Christian. Did you
Yeah,
realize
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Well,
He was a biblical
So my
creationist,
point is
actually.
that there's a lot of people that historically that are scientists that were Christians.
that's right.
Do you know-
But that goes back to my point that you don't have to check your brain at the door. That's not. Matter of fact, I love the fact that you're challenging everything I said. I want you to because that way,
Yeah, absolutely,
when you
absolutely.
actually come to the realization of it, you won't be that somebody tricked you. I don't want you to be tricked. I want you to use your heart, soul, and mind.
You're asserting that what you believe is true. That's your
Oh,
assertion.
absolutely. There's an assertion that I absolutely believe what I'm saying. There is no doubt
And you're
about that.
entitled to believe that. But that doesn't mean it's right.
Doesn't mean it's wrong either. So there's two. So once again,
Do
doesn't
you know the...
I can't prove God doesn't exist.
He will one day.
Of course.
I got you.
Of course I'm going to. If God appeared to me, of course I would. But until that happens, I ain't going to believe in primitive...
Or something.
That's a fair
Would you
call.
say?
That's a fair
Is this a fair
call.
statement?
Yeah.
If something happened that could not be explained by anything other than God,
well, there'd have to be...
no, I'm with you. I trust my sense of apprehension there.
I subscribe to scientific evidence.
You've got the opportunity to check it out.
Bottom line is, I subscribe to
do I.
fair dinkum, real scientific evidence.
Hey man, so do I. I agree. Totally.
The evidence that I have learnt over the years does not match up with the Bible. There's too many holes in the Bible. The Bible was written by primitive mankind. No, it was written by, inspired by the Word of God. It was written by, Bronze Age primitive peasants that didn't even know that the Earth went around the sun.
Oh my gosh, brother. So once again, I'm going to let you off the hook because I think you're a good guy. I really do, and I like that about you. But I'm going to need you to read the Bible. Do you realize the Bible was actually the first document that said the earth was round?
That's right, yeah.
With the circles around it? That's in the Bible. I mean, so all I'm saying is...
It's in numerous places in the Bible,
Hey,
actually.
George, all I'm asking you is that if you're going to knock the Word of God, please know it, man.
I mean, you're going to knock science. Then
I'm not knocking science.
We do. I do know. It's
George,
my job.
Have I said one thing against science? I have not said one thing against science.
Guys, there's
Yeah,
nothing...
I got you.
Look,
I mean, I got you, bro.
I've heard these debates my whole life.
No, you haven't heard this one.
I've met you guys thousands of times.
You haven't met me.
No, you haven't.
Right?
I've only met you
I've
once.
heard your stories my whole life.
Right.
My degrees are in psychology,
Two things.
education.
Number one, it's the scientific evidence. And number two, it's the reasoning ability of religious people that let you down.
I actually
You know,
just...
George, you make just a second. George,
Well,
you
maybe
make a very
it does-
good point.
that's
There is a
actually-
lot of
yeah,
people
that's-
in the name of religions that do things wrong.
That's right, I agree.
But guess what? People do a lot of things wrong, whether religion's involved or not. So I mean,
There's plenty of atheists that have done many
But
things
there's a
wrong
lot of
too.
Christians that are nice people. Like the regular Christian that goes to church. And
You're
really-
proof that there's a lot of atheists that are nice people.
Of course. I mean, look, you're either a dickhead or you're a nice person, regardless of.
I disagree with
Nice
that.
won't get you to heaven. Love of Jesus will.
Well, that's debatable.
No, it's not. It's true.
That's your assertion. Again, you guys are asserting your position. I don't have the answers to the universe. I'm not evolved enough to
Neither did
know.
Job.
I don't have the answer to the universe, but I know the one who does.
So you can't assert your position because you are not really
I can. The Bible's reliable. It's truth.
Don't.
according to you. That's
No,
your
no,
assertion.
so once again, so if I told you that next Thursday something was going to happen, and in deep, vivid detail that something was going to happen, and it happens, what validity would I have? If I told you something, I mean, it doesn't matter. If I just said, hey, next Thursday this particular event's going to take place, and then next Thursday it happens, next Thursday, would you believe me if I told you the following Thursday something was going to happen?
Well, it depends what it is.
Well, I mean, in detail, it doesn't matter. We can pick any event that you can possibly want. If I told you, look, next Thursday, this is going to happen, would you believe it?
It depends what it is.
can name anything you want, it is still proves the
I
point.
mean, there's
I
certain
guess the
things that we can predict by our instincts. We can say, look, next week the weather's going to be like this.
That's not the point that I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to tell you is just to show you the inspirational part of the Bible is that do you realize the entire crucifixion was talked about 1,000 years before it took place, down to the detail, down to his scourging, down to him being pierced in the side. It was prophecy. It was something that was said prior to it taking place, and then it took place down to the detail. You're telling me that that was just a coincidence?
Can I add a little extra to that? There's 300 prophecies in the Old Testament scriptures about Jesus Christ, which we can see in the Dead Sea Scrolls that have been covered. Now,
Outside
the scientists have been able to estimate the number of atoms in the universe. I'm a scientist and I can't fathom how they managed to work that out. I haven't studied it myself. But they have managed to estimate the number of atoms in the universe.
What are you qualified in?
Electronics is my main qualification. I work in physics in Adelaide Uni.
Oh, that's the same.
Yeah, but the point I'm making here is there's 300 prophecies that Jesus Christ fulfilled perfectly in the New Testament. If we take just 8 of those 300 prophecies, look at the chances of one man randomly fulfilling just 8 of them, it's greater than the number of atoms in the
I don't
universe.
believe in the Bible. To me, it's a fairy tale.
Yeah, but this is statistics. This is not
Let me
biblical.
ask you this. Unrelated. Do you believe that Jesus walked the earth?
I'm happy for Jesus to have existed. But as far as him dying and taking off into heaven and raising from the dead, I don't subscribe to that. That goes totally against what science tells me. The fact that, some man rose 3 days after and came back from the dead and then, shot off into heaven. It's things like that. It's the talking snake. Again, it's the living in a fish belly. It's the, in the first 5 books of the Bible,
So basically, anything that's
wipes
spiritual,
out everyone.
that's supernatural.
It sounds like
Yeah, the way
circle,
she said
there's
it's death, there is no
supernatural
question
because supernatural is impossible. It's like, it kind of goes in circles.
I don't believe in it anymore. Listening to these stories, to me, it's like going back to 1986.
I met on the
They're going back to
just
when?
up there
1986.
on the corner.
What happened?
1,000 people in
This
1999.
is how people talk. It reminds me of back in 1986.
In 1999.
You guys, the way you're talking, I feel like I've gone back in a time.
In 1986, I believed in evolution. And